Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome back to English class with Miss Sophie. Today we are going to learn something new that quite interests. How are you today, students? I hope you always in good condition and happiness. So without any further ado, let's check this out. And do you know about this picture, guys? What do you think? What is the story about? What is it from? The title of the story is Frozen. Yes, Frozen is an animation film from Disney that was inspired by various real-world places and culture, especially Norway. Do you know about this picture? What do you think? What is the story about? And what is it from? The title of the story is Jumbo. In early 2024, the film Jumbo became a hit and sparked seriously. Jumbo won several awards and became the highest grossing Indonesian animated film of all time. The film won the Best Screenplay Award of the 2024 Cannes Film Festival. So from the previous picture that we were trying to guess, today we are going to learn how to analyze in a narrative text using Greimas narrative structuralism theory. And listen objective for today's material. After some presentation, students are expected to be able to explain the social function, structure of the story and grammatical structure of narrative text, and analyze these elements using given example. Learning objectives, the first one, explain about how to understand, construct, solve underlying structure and system of sign. And the second one, develop structure model to understand how story are constructed and how meaning is produced in text. This we will have a diagnostic test and Q&A session about narrative text and example analysis, group discussion and presentation, and at the end I will make a conclusion and reflection on today's activities. So let's begin. First, before you start the discussion and presentation and do the text, I will explain further about narrative text, about Greimas theory, and how analyze text using Greimas narrative structuralist. Structure analysis of narrative text based on Greimas theory. The structure consists of the first one, that is subject, and the second one, object, and the third one, that is a sender, and I will explain about what is the receiver and helper and opponent. You know this character, and have you watched the movie? Yes, that's right. It's the story of Snow White, animation from Disney. Let's analyze the story from Snow White movie. From this movie, we can analyze that the subject is Snow White. Because of why? As we know, Snow White is the main character of this movie, right? And because she provides the happiness and safety. And the third one, that is an object, and the object of this movie is happiness and safety, represented by living with the prince. And the third one, that is a sender. The sender from this movie is the seventh dwarf, and the prince motivates Snow White to escape the queen. And the receiver from this movie is Snow White benefits from to the help of the seventh dwarf and the prince. And the five, that is the helper, the seventh dwarf and the prince assist Snow White. And the helper of this movie is, as we know, the seventh dwarf and the prince assist Snow White. And the last one, in number 6, opponent. The opponent in this movie, the evil queen, opposes Snow White happiness and safety. Snow White's journey is driven by her desire to find happiness and security away from her evil stepmother. The source of her conflict is the evil stepmother's jealousy and arrogance, which motivates her to oppose Snow White. Meanwhile, the seven dwarfs help Snow White and provide their full support and protection, allowing the prince to rescue Snow White from trouble and achieve her goal of happiness. And that's the sixth stage Greimas structuralist narrative theory. Now it's your turn. You will work in groups of 3 until 5 to complete a similar task using a different story which we'll provide in class. That's all for me about narrative and how to analyze them. See you in the next lesson.